Hi everyone and welcome to the channel. I'm Seekin and this is gameplay in the Centurion Mk.1. Now we're here on Erlenberg and you can see we've got a pretty nice matchup. You know, we're top tier. This isn't really a heavy dominated map, which we don't have much of, so we should be able to flex our muscles and put the Centurion Mk.1 to work. It is encounter. And as you'll see here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the enemies off. This is a highly aggressive play. It's a position that I use quite a lot. It's the spot at D8. Now, from this position you are very vulnerable from certain angles, but you are very strong from the angle that I'm going to show you. Probably not the best position to be taking a pop shot there, but we're going to get into a safer location. Just snapshotting. Here's one of the positions that we're weak from. I'm going to try and shut the weakness down. Just scare him off. T-34 now knows where we are, but he's lost sight of us because there's a bush in front of him. Not quite sure if we're the ones spotting him, but he can't really return fire on us effectively, so we're going to continue to hound him. Now another thing you might notice is we're spotting up tanks trying to cross this flank. We fire clutch because of the Su-152 was taking aim. Try to put one into the KV-3's hull. Probably should have aimed for his turret. But if we can hit his hull, we're more likely to do module damage, which is what we would like. He's stopping to take aim at the engine panzer on the hill, which isn't a good idea. Now we aim at his turret. Don't have a clean shot. Trying to keep ourselves angled for the Su-152 if he decides to take a shot. T-34 is aiming at us. We've got to try and fend this comet off. We auto-aim. Probably shouldn't have in that situation. KB3 also gotten taken out. Try and get a shot on this Su-152 while he's not aiming at us. Oh, we hit the only spot on that tank that has armor. T-28 comes up to give us assistance. There's always a welcoming feeling in this position. It's one of the things that I think lacks a lot when I do this. Put one into the Su-152. The base is being captured, but I'm not too worried as of yet, and I won't be for quite some time. The other flank seems to be falling, but as long as we can complete our pressure over here and turn it into a full whitewash, we will have succeeded. Centurion 1 decides to come up and put pressure on the lever up on the hill. Trying to get spots off on him, but the shrubs there are proving difficult to locate him. I'll try and get this Su-152. That was a bit risky, but we've got to try and be risky in this situation. That's why we're here. All about aggressive play, aggressive maneuvers, make them take shots, bring the enemy out. T-34 still in his little nest. He could become quite a problem. I decided that my usefulness here is probably expired, and we're losing. It's 6-9, so we're down 3 tanks. Might be a good idea to change flanks here. We've got the T-28 on the cap. Should put a little bit of pressure on them. Sneaky shot on this Cromwell. Not quite sure if he saw us. He definitely saw us. Trying to return fire while we can. KV-85 in front of us. Not quite sure which side of the building he's on. We're going to assume that he's on the other side, and we're going to drive forward. Trying to look after this T-28 at the moment, but proving difficult. There's a lot of buildings between us and them. Only done 1300 damage thus far. May have done more in spotting. Crossing the river here is not such a great idea, but we can't see the enemies. I know particularly where they are. KV-4 in front of us, we spot him just in time. He's got too much health for us to kill him in one hit. Lerva, don't have a shot on him. KV-85 is sneaking about coming out. KV-4 goes down. Cromwell takes a swing at us, so we make ourselves a little bit scarce. KV-85 comes out. Cromwell's still shooting at us. That was the KV-5 and the Cromwell. Trying to put pressure on the cap. I'm gonna get this Cromwell to come out and play. That'll do. I'll take that. I kill the Lerva. And the KV-85 is up next, let's hope. Oh. Wouldn't call it a low roll, but he gets finished off anyway by the STA-1 on their help. Well, we've managed to keep the T-28 prototype alive by driving into the middle of the bridge. Well, not the middle, but definitely the middle of where everyone was firing at. And we've turned this game around. We were 3 tanks down, we are now 3 tanks ahead. Trying to be careful, we don't want to drive in front of this Cromwell. Using third-person view to shoot through that little brick. Yeah, he's on the run now. Now we can drive across in front of him. And we've got him pinned. Where's he gonna go? Oh, bad shot. Very, very bad shot. The reload time of this gun lets us down there. Centurion on the hill. Finishes off the engine, but we finish off the Cromwell. There's just one of them left now. Goes straight through his front plate. The lower hull on this thing is just garbage. Side of his turret, another aspect. He finishes off the STA-1 and it looks like... Ooh, ooh. Well, we're not quite a one-shot, but we could be. Duke his first shot, and we come out and we get the upper hand. And it hits just on the side of his mantlet. It's turning into a bit of a joke now. We've missed 2 shots. Nah, this is getting old fast. Oh, there we go. T-28 puts the enemy Centurion down. And that's all she wrote for that game. Let's have a look at the stats. And I think we'll be surprised on the result. Well, what a round that was, and we picked up the Ace Tanker badge. Also 60,000 credits and 5,000 experience for a ×3. Got the steel wall as well. And just looking at our involvement, Ferdinand was a no-show. I think he was on the western flank doing his part. The T-28 prototype really did stand up. We've got a low ace tanker badge here in 1280. Yeah, and on the enemy team, the KV-5 definitely showed his might, picking up the high caliber, but we didn't see much of him. In fact, we didn't see him at all. Yeah, the T-34, he only got one shot off. I'm not quite sure if that was me or not, but yeah. So, where did the ace tanker badge come from? 2600 damage is not a lot. We picked up 2300 spotting damage from the position that we're in. One of the biggest reasons I like to go there. And we also blocked 1260 damage from 12 shots. Received. Out of the 60,000 credits, we only made about 13. Well, actually, no, we didn't make any. We lost 27,000 because of how much APCR we fired midway to the end of that replay. Not much to say about that. The game was on a knife's edge, and if we didn't pick up our shit, we weren't going to win it. So I loaded the APCR. I didn't pick up on that when I was watching the replay, but I remember doing it when I was playing, and it seemed like the right thing to do at the time. I didn't switch back out of the APCR due to lack of awareness, really. That's something that I've addressed, but this was a point in time that I think I realized that I needed to watch my ammunition a little bit closer. So yeah, that was an ace tanker badge in the Centurion Mk.1, the tier 8 British medium tank. It's a great tank. I would definitely keep it if it wasn't for the Patton, the American tier 8 medium tank, which I'm grinding at the moment and thoroughly enjoying it, a lot more than the Centurion Mk.1. The Centurion Mk.1 has flaws. Its armor is god-awful, and it suffers a lot from module damage, and it doesn't have a lot of speed to speak of, being a medium. It's a large profile, so all of those factors. The gun is great, turret is pretty good, the gun depression is pretty good, but I just think the pattern is just all round better. So I've decided to sell the Centurion, but it was a lot of fun grinding, and I got plenty more of these ace tankers. I just thought this one was worth a look at. So yeah, that's the Centurion Mk.1. If you liked the video, thumbs up, it really does help the channel. If you would like to see more, subscribe, there's plenty more on the way. And I'll see you next time.